should be a treat. This is Montana 486, I think. North Road coming out of Columbia Falls, Montana. My friend Dave said this is, there's somebody fishing right there. There's creeks everywhere. That's where I'm going. I'm going to finally get to do some fishing. But he said this road is kind of west of Glacier National Park. Trail Creek. No access to Canada, eh? He was saying this is the closest you'll come to. This road goes along the river. I forget which river. To like Alaska. I went up yesterday to Trejo, up toward the Canadian border, kind of northwest out of Whitefish, and that reminded me of Canada. Up in fact, Alaska. Well, I've never been to Alaska. It reminded me of Canada. The real thick pine forests. And I saw a giant buck over there. In fact, the car in front of me almost hit it. I guess they didn't see it, and luckily the buck stopped. And luckily I saw it, and when it spun around, and then it started to jump in front of me. By then I was going really slow. We got these on the road up here. Yeesh. I hate this one. I mean, they got that right up here, but man, I hate one. Narrow, windy ass road. Actually, this road's pretty wide. Like Highway 38, where I live, in the mountains, Big Bear, San Bernardino, they don't have any bike lane at all. What do we got? We got something for sale. They just taking a break. Yeah, he's broke down maybe. That's not good. Ugh. But it's Saturday. I've been looking at property all week, and time to goof off. I've been kind of goofing off a little bit with looking at property in between. But it's been the one yesterday was about an hour drive just going up. I was hoping to see some more, I've seen antelope, turkeys, elk, deer. I haven't seen a bear yet. I haven't seen a moose. I've never seen a moose. I've been all over Canada, Utah, Idaho, and never seen a moose. And like they say here, they call it Big Sky Country. It is so blue and so big. It is beautiful. So this would be the Flathead National Forest. The one I was in yesterday was the Kootenai National Forest. And I didn't realize I was up that close to the Canadian border. In fact, there's a home, 2 homes. One of them looks really nice. The realtor wants me to go look at. What I've been doing, I've been going out and looking at them first from the road before I drag her way up out there to look inside the property in the house. But there's one that's on a pretty big. It's a small stream, almost a small river. It's a big stream. Oh, it looks beautiful. It's like 670K. But it's dang near up to, I think Troy was the town. Just south of the Canadian border. Ooh, there's a nice cabin right there. I'm not sure how far do we... I'm trying to find the river on the map. Be careful up here. The cop, I got in kind of trouble the other day. I was looking at a home. We heard generators below, and a realtor said go down below and see if they're building a home below. It sounded really close to the property who I was looking at. So I went around, come in the bottom part, gravel road, just like the cabin I was looking at. No trespassing signs, only on the side roads. Oh, there's a crow. Looks like eating on a deer right there. Do you see it? Anyway, I was using my Onyx maps to stay off private property, you know, and this guy, after I left, I went and stopped at a cafe. This guy come flying in really mad, accusing me of stealing. He was really over the top. I asked the cop if he was on steroids or meth because he was really amped up. Anyway, I didn't have to call the cop center because this guy went after he yelled at me for a while. He wouldn't let me talk. He leaves, but then he ended up waiting in the parking lot for me. I thought, I'm too old for this nonsense. So I had the sheriff come in. According to the sheriff, they don't have to post the land, which is kind of silly because I understand you don't want people in on top of you. We put up a gate. You know, if you don't want anybody on you, I put up a driveway gate at my house. So I didn't want solicitors or homeless walking in. But I showed the cop where I was trying to use Onyx Maps to stay legal, and cops use the same app. It's called ONX, Onyx. But I had paid for Montana and California. You pay premium is for 2 states, elite is for the whole country. I only needed 2. Well, when I went to use it, I didn't realize it at the time, but the layers weren't coming up to show like BLM or private or state, federal. And then he shows me his, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's something wrong with my mapping. And he noticed that. And I think they just took, because 2 weeks ago it worked. I think what happened was suddenly you got to upgrade. It shows me as a premium member for 2 states, but it says I got to upgrade to elite, which is $99 a year. Premium for 2 states is $49. But I think the cop realized that I was trying to be legal, that I wasn't, a thief. But I'm from California, so the Montana guys, some of them are a little bit upset because all the California people come in here and buying property. But this guy was just overboard. You got to be careful when you run up on somebody like that. 30 years ago, we'd have probably been rolling on the floor. But there's older people that are hurt. You can't, like me, that are handicapped, got a bad leg or whatever. They're not going to roll around on the floor. You got to be careful when you jack up. He could have done it a lot better on the approach. And he wouldn't even let me explain why I was there. Like I said, I think he was amped up on steroids. Because I had a friend that got into the steroids, and this guy's face was red, his veins were sticking out. A little short guy, but he had real chiseled. You could tell he was lifting weights all day. Maybe he just got out of prison. I don't know. But he was really extremely upset, put it that way. But he seemed like he was amped up on either that or meth. But some people, he was a threat to me. That's why I called the cops. I said, I'm not going to go out in the parking lot and get in a fight with this guy. And I did have a pistol in my truck. I told the cops that when I called, that I was armed, I had a permit, that it was in the truck. They asked where it was. I said in the seat with a towel over it, and a lot of good that did me, right? But anyway, they were really cool about it. He never even asked, the cop that came, he was really cool. He never asked for my permit, never asked to see the gun. In California, I would have been proned out. They would have asked to see the gun, run the serial number, see the permit. But like I was saying, you don't know who you're running up on. And if you don't assume because the guy's little or because he's old that he can't fight. One of the worst ass movements I ever saw was not me, but another guy taking on this older guy, and this older guy, he didn't beat the hell out of this guy, but he damn near, let's say it was a draw, but both guys were bleeding pretty bad when they got done. And the old guy looked like he couldn't fight, but old guys are smart. They've been around the block. Anyway, enough of that. I didn't get shot. And I upgraded my Onyx. Ooh, there's a bunch of boats down here on the right. There's the river right there. Oh, man. There's a bunch of boats. They must have a landing right here. Yeah, the river comes in right here on this bend. You may be able to see it up here. Yeah, what's really cool is they have Glacier Rim river access. And they use a lot of Zodiac boats with the upturned nose and tail. What do you call it? Forward and aft. Looks like they had a fire here not too long ago. This looks like about 10-year-old regrowth. But they have a lot of signs. It's really nice. I forgot my map for the fishing access, but they have this looks like national forest. There's people pulled off camping. That's what Dave was saying. I want to kind of scout this for boondocking up here for my trailer. Right now I can't boondock my batteries. I got to swap my batteries out. I just got new lithiums. Yeah, there's the river on the right. Yeah, this does look like the pictures I've seen of Alaska. It's got that feel. Yeah, I see what he's saying now. There's the river on the right. I don't know if you can see it. That's a big river. Yeah, he said where the pavement ends. I guess it's national forest. I need to pull up my Onyx maps. And what I was saying about the state is they got every place you can fish and every place you can like a landing, they have it marked. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so nice. The river's down there. The river's bending away, but it's going to come back. So if you don't have a map like Knucklehead, I can't find that damn map. I need to get another one. It's like a state access map for campgrounds and fishing. They have signs, and they're everywhere. Missouri's got a map of it, and sometimes they mark them, but Missouri's not like here where, I mean, every mile you'll see fishing access. This ain't a bad road. I was hoping it wouldn't be all washboarded, but it is moving the camera. Let me see if I can tighten down the camera a little bit. It'd be cool to see a moose. Or mooses? Moose-eye? What's a plural moose? Moose, right? What's a herd of moose? There's a herd of deer. Turkeys are a flock. Crows are a murder. A murder of crows. What's the other ones? Oh, pigs are sounder. Yeah, there's some you'll never get unless you know them. It's got a little, thank God it ain't gravel and washboarded. But this does have a little bit of bounce because it's turning the camera. See right there, there's McInnes Creek. I'm trying to figure out what that river is to my right. For lunch they had rhubarb peach pie. I got a little slice. I've had rhubarb strawberry. I've never had rhubarb peach. And I'll have to taste it again. I kind of like rhubarb strawberry better. But I only ate half the pie, the little chunk. I'm gonna try it later to see with some milk and see what I think. I love rhubarb. And the other thing they had was huckleberry. They were out though. Huckleberry bread pudding. Oh. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, I want to get some of that. They said they were out. It's probably, I don't know if it's not seasoned yet. It's probably not seasoned yet for huckleberries. Damn, this road's getting rough now. Let's see if we can get out of that gravel, that marbles. I thought it would be closer to the river. Hopefully when I get up here it's going to get real close to the river. I can I still got my bad knee. I can't walk real far and I can't walk steep yet. I'm rehabbing a right knee surgery. What do you call it? Meniscus. coming up. I'm gonna let him go by. See if I can find a straightaway or a little turnout. There's a little bit of a turnout here. I'll let him go by. Yeah, it's a pretty good road. And I was a little worried about how remote this was going to get, because we're heading up. Oh shit, there's a motorcycle guy. And he come flying up. Sorry, bud. I didn't see you till he came around the corner fast. And the sad news is that there's a huge lake over here, Flathead Lake. Huge lake. They're doing a body recovery. They found a boat with nobody in it. I saw on the, I was listening on the scanner for a while. They were, yesterday afternoon, they were, it was a search. Probably today it's a body recovery. And they, I think they know who it is. The problem with drownings is they'll go down and they'll stay suspended, 20 feet, 30 feet underneath. Then they'll bloat up. When they bloat up, they bob, they get air in them, they bob back up. I hated doing body recovery. It just did it in the military, and I was around sheriff and fire when I worked for the county, and I don't like being around dead bodies or looking for dead bodies, or I'll let this guy go. There's a guy coming up pretty fast. Today it's nice. It's sunny and 80. I was a little worried about coming. I forgot to ask Dave about coming up here if it was raining. It's supposed to rain for the next 4 days. There's the, I don't know if you can see the river. It's supposed to rain the next 4 days. So I was a little worried about flooding up here, about this, how good this road would be coming back if it rained. Oh, look at a dead squirrel there. He's got fishing stickers all over. He's looking here, and it's a long way down though. It's steep. We're right along the river though. It's right there. And I've been seeing the deer. I saw that mama and a fawn by the campground. It was like 12:30. They yesterday I saw deer, 12, 1 o'clock. They get up and usually stretch their legs. They'll go get something to drink, or they'll get something to eat. I bet you that water is cold. Woo! Can you see it on the right there? And there's some whitecaps right there. It's moving pretty fast. Yeah, it's moving pretty good. In fact, I read about a drowning up here. Oh, was it in Glacier? A couple days ago. I can't remember if it was a kayaker or you get knocked into that water. That water's super cold and fast. Swift water. Come on, camera. Stay put. In fact, I was looking at the boats in Cabela's. But a lot of them are oars. It doesn't look like they're putting motors on them. So I need to find a young guy that likes to fish. But I can oar. I can, my arms work, but my leg doesn't. But wow, there's a nice big gravel bar right there. What's one good thing about this is there's no dust. With the, let this guy go by. Usually on a gravel road, you're choking on dust. Oh, that's the salmon guy. That looks like a place right here where those guys were just parked. Looks like you can walk down right there. And Dave said they had a grizzly come in. Dave's was back there by Columbia Falls. He said there was one in behind the grocery store, the market. Last year, he said they followed the river down. The berries and the fish. He told me to go up here to Polebridge. That's where I'm about 19 miles out now. Here's some more river access. Great Northern Flats. Oh yeah, look at all the. And I would assume there's trailers. I said they probably have access. A little launch here. I noticed that there's you just see a little dirt road going on, but it'll say access, and they'll have not a concrete levee, but they'll have a little like launch ramp, kind of dirt. But most of these people are launching these rubber boats and kayaks, real light stuff that you can launch just about anywhere. We had not kayaks, what did we have? Zodiacs. We had 14-footers and 28-footer. We had a big monster one. Aluminum floor in that one. And we had 2 Mercs on that one. The big one, we had 2, this was 1980. The biggest Mercs, 150s. On the smaller boats, I can't remember if we ran a motor or that was all paddling. Quail. Looks like a robin. Yeah, it's a robin. See the orange breasts. I saw a hawk. What I think was a hawk is it looked like it was all black, kind of like a juvie bald eagle. So it could have been a bald eagle. I got a pretty good look at it, but it wasn't that big. I need to learn the raptors up here. There's a trail there. Whoa, 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 whoa. I should probably start a new video because, there's the river right there. I'll start a new video because I got 22 minutes left. See ya.